You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me.
After a tumultuous race last week at the Paperclip in Martinsville, we now come to the D-shaped Demon in the Desert in round number 16 of the iSNF Sunday Night Fever Cup Series. Good evening, folks. Sergeant Pastor Jason Sofford up in the booth with you tonight, and let's get right to it. There is your playoff picture coming into tonight's final race of the regular season. Chris Worrell atop the pile with 4 wins, giving him 20 bonus points going into the championship. He is unfortunately not with us tonight as COVID has finally caught up with Chris Worrell. Colin Forrester with 3 wins, Curtis Kelly with a win, Brian Chu with a win, Jalen Battle with a win, and then you can see those who are currently in on points. Rhea Ferris and JV Banner, the final 2 on the plus side looking out. Chris V, Jonas Skoglund, and Peyton Hubbard all on the outside looking in, coming into tonight at Phoenix. But Jason, you're going to be having a special treat tonight.
Yeah, I get to drive the 15 for a lap and then make my way up.
Sounds like a grand idea. As joining us now is the head of the iSNF, Miss Rhea Ferris. And Rhea, you guys set a record last week, not one that you really wanted to set, but congratulations.
Yeah, very, very disappointing to say the very least. We upped our practice time to allow people to dial their cars in pre-race by an extra hour. Unfortunately, that just didn't make a difference there at the Paperclip, and pretty much got the best of most people. Sad but true, especially a lot of people that need points getting into the playoffs or looking for their first win this season. So hopefully it'll be a little better this week. I don't expect it to be a lot better, though. It is a very technical track. It is a odd configuration. And
one of those tracks that almost races like a road course.
Exactly, yeah. It has a lot of different banking and oblong turns and weird dog legs and things. So, but that's Phoenix. I used to call Phoenix home for 17 years. The only real thing I miss about Phoenix, though, is the food. And the Mexican food is second to none in this area. And I could go for an enchilada anytime out of Arizona. But Bob Wyckoff, speaking of Arizona, he's our hometown hero tonight out of Chandler, Arizona, just on the other side of South Mountain over there. As the crow flies, about 20 minutes, but by car, about an hour. So hopefully Bob will have a good run tonight out here in the desert. But
looking to get his first ever iSNF Sunday Night Fever Cup Series victory here tonight.
Yeah, I've seen Bob take the green on a green-white checker and be in the lead before. I know we were all kind of rooting for the underdog to take it, and he put it all on the line and just couldn't make it that one particular race. But looking at our weather, I mean, it's phenomenal out here. 76 degrees with a light breeze. Not really a cloud in the sky out there. Low humidity, typical for the desert this time of year. So hopefully see some decent racing out there. I don't think we're going to see the lights. If we see the lights, it's been a bad race. So I'm expecting a really beautiful sunset right around the time of Victory Lane celebrations.
Local time only 4:30 in the afternoon currently, and you can see them there. 76-degree ambient air temperature. Only a 79-degree track temperature, which is very interesting for the Greater Phoenix Metroplex. That's probably some of the coolest track temperatures we've ever seen coming to the Diamond in the Desert.
Yeah, it's a little bit on the cool side. They did have a cool front coming down through. It's actually warmed up my area where I live currently up here in Maine. They're getting cooler weather and we're getting warmer weather, which is really odd for this time of year. But
yeah, it almost hit 80 today in central New York. So
yeah, and hashtag not a fan. Want my fall weather back. But this race does mark the end of the regular season. So whatever guys can do out there today to try and make the playoff count. Good luck to everybody out there, and we'll see you later on. Hopefully, we can get a chance to talk to some of them throughout the race and get them pumped up and excited. I know there's going to be a lot of math wizardry going on, trying to figure out who's going to make it and who's not. But guys, good luck in the booth tonight. Hopefully, my over/under set at 28 is a way under, and bring me back into the booth if you need to, and we'll see you guys later.
Yes, ma'am. As
All right.
Casey Tomlinson, one of the first ones to start rolling it here in the qualifying session. Taylor Butcher-Benjamin in the double deuce out there. Damien Mulvey back with the series. Christian Malsherek subbing for Marcus Hagman in the 3 here tonight. Going for owner's points with that car. Johnny Castle, Jason Ricketts, Colin Forrester, Justin Barkley, all out on track. Ricky Hudgens starting to roll it. Francisco Villarreal back with the series as we're following the 42 of Tomlinson right now. As currently James Bowles goes purple in the first sector. As Tomlinson going to come around for his first flyer. James Bowles goes to the top of the pile. Tomlinson slotting into 9th quick. There is Villarreal driving the 16 Celis car tonight. James Bowles in the 6th for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. Coming to put his final lap in the book.
Looking at the times we're getting at the moment, there's definitely improvement on the table here as I know the track can evolve, but practice times. The fastest practice time we've seen was a 26.2.
Interesting. So John Hopley back in the Bass Pro Shops car. Did you say 26.2?
Yeah, that must have been a really good lap.
That must have been draft assisted.
True, actually.
As Jalen Battle also out on track as we're watching Hopley lay down his first flyer. As that moves him up to 17th quick. Let's take a look at the 24 Jalen Battle. There he is, coming to take the green on his first flyer. Isaac Wilson on his 3rd lap now. Unfortunately, did not lay a time. Ate the wall on both of his qualifying laps. Brian Trudwell in the building. Charles Robertson jumps up to 14th quick. As we're watching Battle come through 3 and 4 for the final time on his first flyer. Pretty solid lap for Battle. 11th quick.
You're looking to improve that on a second, then definitely.
He's going to want to.
About 3/10 to go until you've seen something.
Yeah, the 9 of Isaac Wilson giving away his second lap as he tags the wall coming through the dog leg. Jalen Battle in his second. Good head of steam on this one. He's going to improve his time. Brush the wall out of 2. Negates the lap. Not cool. As Matty Moniak out on track right now. There he is. Running the purple rims here tonight for Diabetes Awareness Month. Kind of ironic, don't you think, Jason, that November is Diabetes Awareness Month, directly following Halloween.
Yeah, interesting one. But, I mean, it's got to be at some point.
There's a 77, the 77 of Joseph Meador running the 96 for some odd reason.
Oh dear.
So that's something league management's going to want to take a look at. Mike Iskandar is out on track right now. There he is in the GoPro 99. Love that paint scheme. It's so simplistic, but yet speaks so loudly. Also running the pink rim or the purple rims for diabetes awareness. And that is going to do it for qualifying. And starting up on the pole for this one as we get that sorted out. There we go. AJ Green sets quick time with a 27.14 dead. 1/1000ths to the good over Skylar Carnes. Row 2 is going to give us James Foles and Francisco Villarreal with Colin Forrester and Charles Robertson making up row number 3. Damien Mulvey and Austin Cook are going to see row number 4, with row 5 seeing Isaac Wilson and Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Row number 6 going to give us Mikael Hagstrom and Christian Malsharek, as Malsharek subbing for Marcus Hagman in the 3 tonight. Derek Cook and Jalen Battle.
Subbing.
Say again?
He's not subbing. He's just in the 3 now.
Well, there we go. But Derek Cook, Jalen Battle making up row number 7, with row 8 going to Jason Ricketts and Jeff Weimer. Zach Phillips and Joey Maines going to start off in row number 9, with row 10 going to Justin Barkley and Casey Tomlinson. John Hopley and Chris V making up row number 11, with row 12 going to Ricky Hudgens and Johnny Castle. Row number 13, Rhea Ferris and Eugene Thorne. Tommy Stanley and Bob Wyckoff in row number 14, with row 15 going to Brian Treadwell and Matty Moniak. Curtis Kelly and Jason Sofford rolling off in row number 16, with row number 17 going to Mike Iskandar and Joseph Mador. There's only 34 cars scheduled to roll it here tonight. 5 total sets of tires to get it done with a 65% fuel fill, as we are just waiting for the couple last-minute stragglers. Best of luck to you, Jason, as I know you've got to get down onto the grid. As just waiting for a couple of last-minute stragglers to grid up right now.
I'll be back soon.
We'll see you momentarily, sir. As AJ Green going to have the button. There he is in the 91. Your overall points leader coming into tonight, as we're going to bring that up. Sorry, Curtis Kelly, currently your points leader. Marcus Hagman, James Bowles, Alex Wright, AJ Green did lead a good portion of the first half of the season. In 5th, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Brian Chu, Colin Forrester, Jalen Battle, Derek Cook, rounding out your top 10. But remember that it's top 30 with a win, so Chris Worrell is in. As the field working behind the iRacing pace car. So everybody's starting to get gridded up. Pace car should be making the left turn right there to hand over pace of the field to AJ Green. Geico restart zone is in effect tonight as they come down the hallway that is the back straightaway, which was formerly the front straightaway here before the reconfigure. So Green going to lead us into the 3-4 complex. The only things left to say is it's time to wipe the visor and adjust the 5-point harness. Grandma, grab some tacos because it's time to get it on in Phoenix.
Green.
Race fans, it's showtime! Skylar Carnes able to get the run coming through the dog leg into turn 1 with a good head of steam. And we are already under a caution. Rhea Ferris, Tommy Stanley, and Brian Treadwell. Let's go back and take a look at what did happen here. Here we are high above. There you see Ferris. Treadwell right behind her. And she just loses it on the transition. Cold tires. The 48 loses it. The 48 tags the inner wall. Ferris just takes out some cones. And just like that, we are under caution as Damien Mulvey electing to pit start, it looked like.
Looking at how it went, then, it's probably a decent idea.
Probably not too shabby an idea. As everybody's starting to roll. And Jason, I dare say you just finished your starting park, correct?
I did indeed. I've been afforded the ability to get out the car. I've completed one lap as contracted.
Fair enough, sir. As not the best omen to start one of these races with a couple of cars getting involved there. Cold tires coming through the transition onto and off of the apron in the dog leg. It is an open dog leg tonight, so as long as you don't hit the wall, you can use however much of that inside of the track you want to. Not that I'm a fan of that, but hey, that's the way they do it in the real world.
I mean, I think it opens up an opportunity for the track to be even more unique than it already is, and it opens opportunity for different lines, different strap lines going into corners. It's quite an interesting addition.
But the thing you got to keep in mind too, Jason, is just how unsettled this independent rear suspension gets coming through that transition. It really unloads the car, and you got to be up on the wheel, especially on cold tires like they are right now. Hopefully, we're going to get some heat into the tires, as we almost went half the race before some people saw pit road at Martinsville last week. I don't think we're going to see it stretched quite that far here tonight, but
No.
We're going to see some definite fuel mileage and fuel strategy coming into play.
Well, I will firmly be taking the under on Ria's guess of 28.
I thought she said 18.
I'm going to be honest. I heard 28.
Well, she told me 18
Say 18?
earlier, so if she's saying 28, oh
Okay.
boy.
Well, I'm still taking the under. Because if my guess is 28, I don't think we've got time for 28 cautions.
I don't think we do. As
But,
lights
18
should
would
be...
Yeah.
18 would be pushing it. As
Yeah.
lights getting ready to go out on the pace car there.
Yep.
As there goes the 41 of Tommy Stanley to get the wave around, as he was one of the other cars involved in that. Again, cold tires and just spun it, trying to use that dog leg to their advantage. And cold tires and dirty racetrack do not mix. So Skylar Carnes in the Menards, number 21, going to have the button as the field works its way through the 1-2 complex. Pace car getting ready to make that hard left turn. There it goes. And turns the pace over to Carnes. Let's see if AJ Green can repay what Skylar did to him on the opening salvo. As we're getting ready to put the lap 5 in the books. Don't have one completed under Green yet, though. Into the Geico restart zone they go. Carnes can pull the trigger anytime between there, and he is not wasting any time. Gets a good getaway. That's going to let James Bowles pull to the inside of AJ Green. Green going to get freight train now as Colin Forrester pulls alongside. Side by side for third is, whoa! The 6 just complete Tokyo drift going through 1 and 2 on cold tires.
Yeah, that was not exactly the ideal way to get around that corner, you've got to say.
As that now opens the door for Francisco Villarreal in the 16. And here comes the 11 of Austin Cook. And we are now back under caution. Looks like Joseph Mador.
The 77. Yeah.
The 96 that's being scored is the 77 anyways. Here you see the 96 on the low side.
Oh, he's just full foul of the apron. That looks things.
The 19 in front of him did graze the wall. And, yep. 2 tires on the track, 2 tires on the apron. Coming into the dog leg, that's never a good idea.
Yeah, he just spun on transition then. But,
yeah.
Oh well, it's something you got to look out for at this track, and it's something to learn. It's better to do it earlier in the race than it is later.
Yeah, that is definitely no bueno. Still waiting to get one lap completed under Green here tonight at Phoenix. Again, thoughts and prayers going out to our good friend Chris Worrell, the wild man himself. Unfortunately, suffering from severe COVID conditions right now. Chris, thoughts and prayers. Best of luck to you as we're hoping that you get better soon. And speaking of thoughts and prayers going out to the Gibbs family in the real world of NASCAR as we lost a good one overnight with Coy Gibbs passing after his son Ty won the Xfinity Championship yesterday. And, that's one of those deals where you're happy and sad for the family at the same time. Coy got to see his son win a NASCAR championship, but didn't get long to celebrate it. And, thoughts and prayers going out to that family tonight. Words can't express the condolences that we're feeling.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we need to give similar thoughts and prayers to Clarence Prince as well.
Yes.
Who has had a loss in his family yesterday. So our condolences go out to you. We will keep you in our thoughts and in our prayers.
November's not a good month, is it?
No, it hasn't started out to be particularly well, has it? But hopefully we can get a bit of improvement from here.
Yeah, absolutely. As we are working lap 10 of 156 here tonight at Phoenix, Skylar Carnes has led the first 10 circuits of this track here tonight after starting outside row number 1. But do want to thank everybody for joining us in the live chat right now. Maniac Transport pulling for Isaac Wilson. And if you haven't done so already, give this video a thumbs up. Let us know that you enjoy the action that you're seeing here on Sim Racing Media. It really does help share these videos with the YouTube algorithm. And the algorithm also has let us know that over half the people that watch these videos aren't yet subscribed. And the only thing I have to say to that is, what are you waiting for? We've got racing 7 nights a week. And some of the greatest series to ever grace the iRacing servers as part of our repertoire here at Sim Racing Media. As the lights are out on the pace car here for the iSNF Cup Series regular season finale at Phoenix. Carnes has the button as he brings him down the hallway that is now the back straightaway. As we're getting ready to turn him back loose here. See if he can get the same type of restart he got last time. It's AJ Green back in second as they come into the Geico restart zone one more time.
Green.
Green flag comes back out. Carnes drops the hammer and brings Colin Forrester with him. Colin Forrester and out. AJ Green, Francisco Villarreal, both right there as well. 2 wide for second place, Jason.
Yellow flag is out.
And there it goes.
Caution comes out just as I was going to say that FJ got very loose coming off turn 2. And had to cede a position there.
Tommy Stanley, Matty Moniak, Casey Tomlinson all getting involved in that one. Let's take a look at what happened here. We're going to go to the eye in the sky with the 42 of Tomlinson.
Ow.
As he's down on the apron, drifting it, trying to save it. Backs it up the track, and ooh.
Yeah, out.
Well, that's a basic physics lesson.
He did get a long, nice drift in there, though. That was...
Oh, yeah,
I have a feeling it was pretty close to saving that.
As a matter of fact, let's go on board and see what type of drift he had going there. As we are on board with Casey Tomlinson. Well, he almost saved it. Oh! You could just feel that hit. As it completely rips the right rear suspension off his car. 27 of Chris V involved in that one too. Is that absolutely nowhere to go. Gets pinched on the outside lanes. Chris V has to tow it back to pit road. As now we go back live. And Jason, we were given a spreadsheet earlier as
We were.
yes, as to what needs to happen for different people to move into the playoffs.
I find these spreadsheets very difficult to make myself personally.
So James Bowles just needed to take the green. Alex Weigert needed to take the green, but he's not here tonight. AJ Green, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Derek Cook, Charles Robertson, and Steven Sear all just had to start. Christian Malschrick needs a top 30. Bria Ferris needs a top 15. Chris V needs a top 15. Jeff Weimer needs a top 10, with Rhea, Chris, and Jonas Skoglund finishing 30th or lower. Same goes for Mike Iskandar. Skylar Carnes must win. Johnny Castle must win. Mikael Hagstrom must win. John Hopley must win. Brian Treadwell must win. And
There's a lot of must-win scenarios, and so far the best one is looking like Skylar Carnes at the moment.
so far so good. Is there's a couple caveats to Rhea Ferris and Christian Melstrick, as they both need to finish in the top 15, with Weimer and Iskandar finishing in the top 20.
Yeah, and it's an interesting caveat for Chris V. Is it Chris V? No, Jonas Skoglund.
Who
I
is
think
not
specifically.
here tonight.
Well, never mind then. As pace car is off, but interesting caveat for Chris V is that if Skylar Carnes does get his win, then that would effectively place Chris V just on the cutoff point, so he would need to do slightly better as a result of Carnes winning, because it's effectively a leapfrog, right?
Well, he's currently being scored in 30 seconds, as he spent just over 2 minutes on pit road there. Is back running, as we are back running as well. AJ Green wrenching the lead away from Colin Forrester. Those two Trackhouse cars trying to make some moves on each other. Is Austin Cook sitting in fourth. It's Francisco Villarreal rounding out your top 5 as we currently sit. Your biggest mover to speak of in the positive direction is currently Mike Iskandar. There he is in the GoPro 99 out of Hesperia, California. Currently sits plus 16, as does Curtis Kelly in the 45 out of St. John's, Brunswick. As he is working with Jason Ricketts right now. Ricketts on the top shelf. Going to try to slam the door on Zach Phillips Sr. That is your battle for 14th and 15th. Meanwhile, up in front, Austin Cook and Colin Forrester. Oy. Who did you see?
Austin Cook decided to send that one on the dog leg.
Yeah, he absolutely did, and it kind of freaked out.
Perfection.
It freaked out AJ Green, that's for sure, as now Francisco Villarreal working on him. As AJ Green, a little bit of right side damage on that Wex Chevy. They're still dicing it out behind him. We got one around.
Isaac Wilson's round. Yeah, Isaac Wilson was one of the drivers that I saw have great pace in practice. Started up in the top 10 as well. So
crap. Well, folks, we're going to step away, pay a couple of bills, and we'll be back right after this.